Hey, what's going on, everybody? Rick here, ready to share some theme park news with you. Universal Orlando has revealed the plans and dates for its holiday celebration, which will include the return of some fan favorites. Universal's holiday season will begin on November 12th and run through January 1st. The holiday season will bring seasonal decor, character encounters, themed merchandise, specialty food items, and more. Universal's holiday parade featuring Macy's is back. The Grinchmas Hula Day Spectacular is back. Mannheim Steamroller is back for live performances on December 3rd, 4th, 10th, and 11th. Additional details about Universal's holiday celebration will be shared soon. SeaWorld Orlando is having a roller coaster challenge on National Roller Coaster Day, August 16th. The challenge will include visitors riding all 6 of the park's coasters: Icebreaker, Manta, Mako, Kraken, Journey to Atlantis, and Super Grover's Boxcar Derby. Participants will be given a special lanyard to keep track of the coasters they have ridden. Once the challenge is completed, visitors must post on social media using the hashtag #CoasterCapital. In addition to keeping the commemorative lanyard, they will receive a Quick Queue Unlimited pass to use during a future visit. SeaWorld officials say there will be a limited number of lanyards given out, so those interested in participating in the Coaster Challenge should arrive at the park early. Disney theme parks generated $7.4 billion in its third quarter. Executives have attributed that growth to increased demand and attendance in its domestic parks. Okay, so with that news, I want theme parks executives to retire the phrase "continues to recover from the pandemic." We've recovered already. Stop using the phrase "continues to recover." That verbiage is done with. Obviously, we have recovered. Past tense. Disney CEO Bob Chapek continues to rave about their park's reservation system. I'm sure it's great for business and operational processes, but for guests, I say it stinks. I'd be at Disney way more often if I didn't have to set a reservation. But that's just me. I'm the type of person who kind of goes on a wing and a prayer, flies by the seat of my pants, not chained to a calendar. It's often the night before that I decide what I want to do the next day. So with that type of mentality, often if I go check for a Disney reservation, the park I'm wanting to go to most often would be Magic Kingdom or Hollywood Studios is not available that short of a notice. Sure, usually like Animal Kingdom or Epcot would be available, but trying to get a Magic Kingdom or Hollywood Studios the night before has been a challenge for me. Universal's Passholder Appreciation Days start tomorrow. That's Monday the 15th, and Universal has revealed more details about those appreciation days. Pass holders can enjoy extra perks from August 15th through September 30th. Some of the benefits include exclusive merchandise, exclusive menu items, and a collectible magnet. But does it include a ride on Revenge of the Mummy? We'll soon find out. I hope so. I will leave a link in the description box that will connect you to all the perks available during Pass Holder Appreciation Days. And by the way, spooky season has started. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is already underway. The separately ticketed event will run from now on select nights through October 31st. Busch Gardens Tampa is adding a new show to its upcoming Hallow Scream event. The Hallow Scream Show. The show will feature a game show host who will decide your fate. No matter your choice, he wins, you lose. Join our host as he decides your fate and experience the fright of a lifetime. This isn't your ordinary game show. The After Hours event will run on select nights from September 9th through October 31st. Okay, guys, let's take a moment and talk about my second channel, Rix Road Trips. I have done some testing, and I think I have made a decision. We will keep Rix Road Trips as a separate channel. We will not take videos or record videos that are road trip related and put them on the main channel. I will just have to do a better job of relaying that information to you, sharing with you when we do a video and when it's posted so that those videos can get maximum exposure. So it's up to me to do a better job of letting you know when you can check out a road trip video. And if you're not familiar with Rix Road Trips, because as I was doing my testing and asking around, some of you were like, I didn't even know you had a road trip channel. Well, Rix Road Trip is our second channel. It's the channel that covers all the fun stuff you can do in Florida outside of the theme parks. So go to that channel. I will leave a link to it in the description box. Subscribe, click the bell notification button because we don't post on that channel like every week. There's not a regular posting schedule. That's why it's important to have that bell notification button clicked. Go there, create your own Florida fun bucket list. And now it is time for shout outs. We're going to shout out our new channel members and new patrons on Patreon. Normally, Nikki would do this, but as you can see, she is out. She's out with a back injury, so it's up to me to say these names. I'm going to try to do it with confidence. I think that's the trick. Just, even if I don't know, just say it and just go with it. Just be confident. That's the trick in life. Fake it until you make it. And I'm sure some of these I am going to mess up on, but I'll try to fool you like I really didn't mess up. So let's start with the new executive producers, Robbie Rosa, Kelly Marie, Buford and Christy Myers. And we have a couple new producers, Will Fam 1998 and Ron Greywolf Levine as producers. And a bunch of new supporters, Vacancy, Gray Harness Racing, Evil Piccolo, Spanish Harlem, Demosiles, Skintist, Scott Smith, Morales Lopez family, Mark Brockelman, Debbie Wright, and Katie Swayers. Alrighty, with that out of the way, hopefully I didn't butcher that segment too much. Let's move on to questions and answers. If you want to submit a question or if you want to submit a video suggestion for RixFlix or the Road Trip channel, just go to myrixflix.com. Scroll all the way down to the bottom of the home page. There's a little section there for you to fill out and submit questions or video suggestions. But while you're on the website, go check it out. Other cool stuff to see there. Check out the website. But our first question is from Jasper. What camera do you use for recording and live streams? Well, for vlogs and for regular videos, edited videos, I use the Canon G7X Mark II. I like it because it's pretty small, slides in my pocket pretty easy. I like the focusing and the picture quality of it. There is a Mark III, but it does have focusing issues. Now, it does have the external mic, which the Mark II doesn't, but I favor the better focusing than having that external mic. And then for live streams, I just use my iPhone. I think I have an iPhone 13, and I just hook it up to a DJI Osmo gimbal. I'm not even sure which. It's not the newest gimbal they have out. I think it's like one generation back. So that's the live streams, an iPhone and a gimbal. Question number 2 is from Michael. I'm taking my wife to Universal Orlando for her 30th birthday from February 10th through February 15th. I have been on the fence on what hotel to stay at, either Hard Rock or Sapphire Falls. My main question is, would express passes be needed during that time frame? I think for that time frame, probably not. February 10th through the 15th is probably one of the best times to be in the park with not having express passes. But with that being said, what you can do is try it without express pass. And then once you're there, I mean, they sell express all through the park. So if you're feeling like, oh, well, you know what, it is busier than I would like it to be, I'll just go buy express. So you don't have to buy it ahead of time. You can buy it in the park. And I will remind you, the busiest ride in the park is Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. And Hagrid's does not have an express line. And then also the Velocicoaster does not have an express line. So when considering express passes and things like that, don't forget those two rides don't offer express. But for that time frame, February 10th, 15th, most likely you would not need it. But if you're in there and it turns out like you do, just go to one of the little kiosks that sells it. Question number 3 is from Amy. We are curious on your opinion and expertise on park crowd levels. The last weekend in August or first weekend in September, which would you say would be busier, as we're trying to decide between the 2 weekends on which one would have the smaller crowds? I'm going to go with the last weekend in August. I'm going to say that would be slightly better than the first weekend in September. I will remind you of this, though. Typically, when it comes to the 2 theme parks, Studios and Islands of Adventure tends to get busier and have attractions with longer wait times. So just keep that in mind when you're visiting, that you could probably expect longer lines and crowds and bigger crowds at Islands versus Studios. But between the 2 weekends, I checked a couple crowd calendars. It's close, but personally, I would pick the last weekend in August. Question number 4 is from Melissa. If the Springfield area of Universal were to change, what would you like it to change to? I have heard that the contract for Springfield and Universal is up in 28. I'm not sure of the contract. I've never seen the contract. I don't know the different clauses, but just for the sake of argument, to pretend, let's say Springfield goes away, what would I like it to be? Some people have said maybe Bikini Bottom, Pokemon. I would like Retro World, where we kind of mix in Jaws and Hill Valley for Back to the Future, and maybe some of that old Confrontation ride. It'd be cool. Now, I just thought of this as I read this question earlier today. What if there was a ride, kind of like a roller coaster type ride, along the lines of, say, Gringotts, where the ride vehicle was the DeLorean, and we're traveling back in time to when Universal had Confrontation and had Jaws and had like the Beetlejuice show and stuff like that, where you would go on this roller coaster that had certain drops and dips and curves and spins at some times, but then it slowed down like Gringotts and revealed some type of show, a little Beetlejuice scene, or maybe some type of Jaws scene, stuff like that. So if I could design it, I would make it Retro World, and we would have a ride in the DeLorean where we went back in time on a roller coaster. But who knows if that would happen, but I like the idea. And then the last question I'm going to do for today is from Lacey. It says, in videos, Nikki wears ball caps with her ponytail through the back loop. Do they make her take that off rides? Wondering before I wear one and have to do on and off battle with my long hair. Nikki feels your pain. But yes, most rides, they will make her take off her ball cap. I would say it's a rare occurrence where they will not ask her to take it off. And she's the same way, fighting that battle with the long hair. She's not happy when she has to take off that ball cap. But most of the time, if not all, they will make you take it off. And that's all I have for you for today. Thanks for joining in the weekly roundup. Sorry I didn't have Nikki with me for better entertainment, but we're trying to get her healthy, get her back on her feet, and hopefully she'll be here next week. But until then, don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun. Thanks for watching RixFlix, and now click that subscribe button.
His name is Rick, her name is Nikki, showing how theme parks are done. Don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun. Hit subscribe.